Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Engineering is the name of the game, certainly is recently, getting your ships up to speed to do some additional combat and make some more credits. I'm after a particular engineer, Bill Turner. I have to unlock the Alioth system, let's see how. Now old Bill Turner is an engineer in the Alioth system, which is permit locked. This means you're going to have to go and do some missions, some combat bounty hunting missions, that's how I did it, some delivery missions and some trading missions to unlock that permit. Once you get allied, you can get the permit and then you can get in. Now once you're into Alioth, you're going to need to get yourself some Bromellite, and that's easier said than done. Sure, there's going to be loads of carriers around there, but with a galactic average price of around 30,000 credits. Now with prices of that material at 30,000 credits, you may resent playing the fleet carrier prices, which can range anything from 30,000 way up to 250,000. Now, old Bill Turner, he specialises in plasma accelerators and utilities. The usual things can be found there, no dramas. However, I do like his lightweight life support systems, and also there's some shielding you can have around your refineries, things like that. But I think for me, from Bill Turner, it was all about the plasma accelerators, and it was all about some lightweight modifications to life support, which, you know, hey, every little helps. So you've got to rock in there. I've got a load of Bromellite. I've got more than I actually need. That's the way I do these things. You may get picked off by pirates or other players on the way to this engineer. So you want to make sure you've got enough in your hold that you're covered. Once you're down and at his station, you can take a good look around with the external camera. There's lovely large heat exchangers, and there's drilling rigs and all that sort of stuff. And with a name as like Turner's Metallics, you know, he's into his mining, he's into his big, heavy duty modifications. So, base like any other, good old Frontier, they've put it all in the dark again. Of course, it all depends when you can get down there. As you can see, I'm down there typically in the dark every time, but thank goodness for night vision goggles. Getting yourself into the engineer section as well, it's always wise to make sure you've got everything that the engineer needs before getting there, otherwise it's going to be a return journey. Just getting the old Alioth permit is sometimes just not enough, and then donating those 50 units of Bromellite, which is what that guy needs. Straight away you can see, you know, he can modify modules like surface scanners, plasma accelerators, life support, sensors, and then, you know, selecting browse all, you can see you can refine AFMs, you know, additional modifications there, life support, fuel scoop, wake scanners and sensors. Now, if you've got the materials, it's probably worthwhile going through all of them and engineering the ship up you've got as is your will. For me, the best one I was going to use here, as I said, was going to be for life support, and that was going to be to pin that life support blueprint for that lightweight modification. Every little helps when it comes to jump range. I mean, I was quite intrigued as to what Refineries was going to mean, but that was all down to the fact of, you know, getting them shielded. The good thing about these engineers as well is that 9 times out of 10 they've got at least some modules that you can buy from their store, their in-base store. You can buy that at outfitting. So it's worthwhile going through and taking a look and just fitting out your ship with some modules, putting them into storage and then shipping around the galaxy as and when you need it. As I said, the lightweight life support modification for me, this was the one I really wanted to spend some time on. Again, it was heating up a little bit of phosphorus, but I had enough of that, and it's certainly easy enough to mine that material as well, not only from mining, but also picking it up from incursions from bounty hunting. The next stage saw salvage alloys being needed and manganese. Again, go and do the crystal shards, as I did in one of my other videos as well. Pick up all your materials, and this wouldn't be too much of a problem for you. Generating all those modifications are great. There is no experimental effect, however, on these. Next up, for level 3, it's hit me for salvaged alloys, manganese and conductive ceramics, something that I haven't got too much of, and I have to go and do some more mining and grinding to get that particular material. But with that done, you know, hey, you get a little bit of an increase. Not much, but every little helps, like I said. You can get reinforced, shielded, you name it, it's there. Now, typically the plasma accelerators that I've got fitted, this particular crate that I'm using at the moment, just so I could get them engineered, I've got 2C fitted. As soon as you pull that trigger, whap, your heat goes through the roof. And you can't just keep pumping heat sinks out into the void, because that costs money, right? You want to get these engineered. Yes, you've got efficient weapon, you've got focus weapon, you've got lightweight mount, you've got long range weapon, and you've got overcharge weapon. Now these plasma chargers that I've got, they're fixed. Having it long range, I haven't got a hope in hell there to do anything with that. He also does a good modification around sensors as well. I go for long range sensors. I just kind of like to be able to pick people up, you know, at that longer range, although lightweight would be my second choice here to save a little bit more on the jump range. You know, it's a module we all gotta have with the sensors. You know, some people go for wide angle scanners at the extent of, you know, of range, for a wider range, a wider width of range I should say, but you know, for me it would be long range, and my second preference would be lightweight on the scanners. Moving back now, next up, already done me life support, plasma accelerators. Like I said, you know, it's going to be the efficient weapon. Pulling that trigger cooks your ship. Going through it, we've got sulfur, will generate the modification. Right the way up, there you go, unlock second tier. Then heat dissipation plates. I've been making a conscious effort of picking these up as well, specifically for modules like that. Next up, again, exceptional scrambled emissions, chromium and heat exchangers. Now, exceptional scrambled emissions could be a little bit tricky. I haven't got too many of those. I haven't got too many heat exchangers, but I've got enough for the purpose of engineering up with Bill. Level 4, irregular emission data, selenium and heat vanes. All about that efficient weapon and heat dissipation. Just generate that modification up. And then finally, I haven't got any photo heat radiators, unfortunately. Couldn't find them for love nor money, and I wasn't prepared to pay the silly trade up prices. My surface scanner, expanded probe scanning radius. I'm already well on the way with that. Again, photoradolic alloys. We can hit that generation modification there, just to say that we've got it up to level 5. And there's no experimental effect there either. So, with all the ones that I've got fitted to the ship done, time to go into outfitting. Like I mentioned earlier on in the video, engineers tend to sell what they can engineer up. So, for example, you've got a Felicity, you're going to get, at least you're going to get some FSDs. With Bill, it's no difference there at all whatsoever. You're going to get refineries, you're going to get things like fuel scoops, all those things that you might not have, you can purchase here from Bill. So, I've got some empty compartments. I mean, look, the fuel scoop, there it is, boom, bang it in, engineer it up, you're laughing. Now, the engineer or build turner can offer you quite a few modules to upgrade. I was quite surprised by his range of modules. Like I said, you know, fuel scoop, refineries, scanners, all that sort of stuff. You know, okay, you know, with the refinery, the only thing you can really do with it is shield it. It would be nice to have seen, say, a lightweight refinery or something like that. But no, you know, it was quite, I don't know, quite refreshing to see an engineer who was, I think, so, he looks quite mediocre, offer such a range of utilities to be upgraded. Now, I know other people do that as well, but, you know, it's, like I said, it was refreshing. So we've got the shielded option on the refinery. I'm going to go for that just because I can. And then once that's done, then I'm going to go on my merry way. So this was effectively how, you know, I unlocked the engineer Bill Turner, what he had to offer, what I upgraded, and that was it really. So thanks very much for watching this video on Bill Turner. Check back for more videos in the series. Hope you enjoy it, and there's some more engineering videos on the channel in the playlist.